20 seconds in Thailand, Thailand Rob here, and I'm here today to tell you why right now, this exact moment, might be the perfect time for you to plan and purchase your trip to Thailand. I noticed something this week and I thought you guys really ought to pay attention to this as well as I did, because it's a huge, big deal. Let me sit down and I'll tell you more about it. Cheers! Prost, skål, salute, Nostrovia, Nascovia. I'll get that one right one day. I came down here today because I wanted to tell you guys what's going on that I just saw this week, and you should pay huge attention to this. As it looks like today, this is not a storm, but you've heard the saying of a perfect storm. Okay, well, I have been looking to purchase my trip back to the United States to see my family for a couple of months now. So I've been pricing airlines for the past couple of months, but I took a break and I didn't pay attention. And I haven't been paying attention since the whole coronavirus situation has taken shape. At the beginning of this year, beginning of January, I started pricing my trip from Bangkok. I live on the East Coast in the United States. So the quickest, cheapest, easiest route for me to get is to go straight from Bangkok to the East Coast, like New York, and then I can take smaller flights around just to see my family and friends. Now, before we go into the flights, remember the Thai baht has been extremely strong against the US dollar. That was not a really good thing either, because everything in value was higher over here and the dollar was getting weaker and Okay, I'm almost done. Squirrel! So what's happened in 6 weeks, literally, is the price of a flight from Bangkok to JFK has been reduced by 25%, and that's on the airline Emirates. Emirates is one of my favorite airlines of all time. If you've never flown Emirates, you should really consider if you can find a good deal, like I have once in my life before with the Emirates, and this time I found a really good deal. Listen to this. At the beginning of this year, a flight from Bangkok to New York was $1,000 US on Emirates, and that is a great price. It's round trip, not just one way. The first trip I ever took over here from the East Coast to Bangkok was $500 US, and that was almost 5 years ago now, and that was I thought a really good price to get over here for 500 bucks. So I found this trip with Emirates, and if you were looking at discount airlines, it's even less than that. But as of this week, that same flight from Bangkok to New York dropped to $750 US round trip. You heard me right. You can get a round trip ticket, 750 bucks from the East Coast, New York side, which is exactly the opposite of Bangkok. What I mean by that is if you live in California, you could always get a pretty good round trip deal because you're 5 hours closer, 4.5, 5 hours closer to Thailand than New York is. Now, some of the super deep discount airlines, and I mean these are Chinese airlines, and I've never flown Chinese airlines, but you can get a round trip ticket there for under 500 bucks. Again, I can't recommend any airlines that I've never flown on. I used to fly quite a bit with United Airlines because United, listen to this, United has a flight from Singapore direct to San Fran or Los Angeles. I think they still have the LA flight. I know they still have it to San Fran. That flight used to be well above 1,000 because it's just a one-way ticket. A one-way ticket from Singapore straight over, none of these layovers, and that's really quite nice when you're looking at a 21-hour trip-ish somewhere, because again, the West Coast is closer, so it's not quite 24 hours. I just looked up that same flight, a direct flight from Singapore. I didn't reverse it to see if it was San Fran. It should be the same. I just looked up that same exact price on United, direct from Singapore, non-stop, all the way back to San Francisco, 750-ish bucks. Round trip, not just one way, round trip. On top of that, the baht has stabilized. When I came over here almost 5 years ago, the US dollar was about 32 baht to $1 US. And since then, it's been pretty much a roller coaster, but in the past year or more, the dollar has taken a beating compared to the baht. The baht was really strong, down to almost 29 to 1. $1 US to 29 baht, but this month, the baht has stabilized back up to 31.5 to 1 US dollar, which is really good. So the bahts went down against the US dollar, which means that you can get more over here with $1. The flights have gotten cheaper. And the third leg of this perfect storm is tourism here in Thailand has been beaten down to a very, very low state. Yes, because of what's going on with the virus in China, that has a lot to do with it, but the strength of the baht last year pushed everyone into looking at different places that they could go get more for their money. So tourism here now is very, very low. There's very few. There usually are Chinese wedding parties all over this beach, taking their photos of their wedding gowns and I don't know what that's called, but a wedding thing. I think they've seen one couple this week, and that's it. It's so, you can see how deserted it is right now. So, and what's today? Today's Saturday. So the baht has gotten weaker. Tourism is very low. You can find places at super discounts now. The airfare is almost nothing now. Now is the time for you to look at booking your flight. I don't care if it's even a couple of months out. If you want to do like I do, I look at Kayak. You can go almost any travel site and compare many of the listings. I personally use Kayak. It's just something I've used for a long time. But go online, look at the prices, check it out for like next month or the month after that. Seriously, if you've got the money to purchase your ticket and get over here now, you're going to have the cheapest vacation that I have seen. Getting here, enjoying it without a whole bunch of people in your way, and getting back, great price right now. If you've ever needed an excuse to say, I don't know when. I want to go to Thailand, but I don't know when. Well, you can say now that Thailand Rob told me to go, and that's why you're booking it. Your family's going to think you've gone absolutely bonkers when you tell them that you bought a ticket and you're going to Thailand. It's true. So I just wanted to get that out there to you today before the prices start to go back up or things change, because right now is the time for you to do it. I hope to see you when you get over here. Let me know in the comments which travel sites that you use to find the best deals. I said I use Kayak, but I also go directly from the Kayak price directly to the airline's own website and book through them, because when I book straight through the airlines, I want to make sure that if there is any changes, I don't have to go through that middleman again. If you've ever had to cancel a flight through a third party, you understand how sometimes if you didn't buy the right ticket or the insurance that goes with that, then the hassle that can be acquainted to trying to get a refund or switch your flight through the third party. So I personally find it through a third party, and unless it's cheaper than the direct airline, and it never is, I always go to the direct airline like Emirates, United, whoever, and purchase it through them. I hope this helps. I hope you have a wonderful trip. It's going to be the cheapest flight you've probably ever seen price-wise over here. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, put it on Facebook, share it to other people, and tell them to get their butts over here too. And we'll all just have a super Leo day. See you, gotta go. Oh.
Can you take this asshole back to America, please?
Woody, don't forget that.